Hello, my fellow YouTubers. I am back with another video. For this video, I want y'all to please bear with me because this is not an easy video to make. And I'm going to tell you why in a second. I've been on a few people's platforms, just looking, seeing what's going on. And it's a lot of people asking, do we think Latrese using Corona for content? I'm like, of course she is. Like, who in their right mind would think otherwise? Everyone who comes around her is content in some kind of way. Now, what's really disturbing is I have a sister who is disabled as well. And there is no amount of money in the world sent to me on a Cash App that would make me belittle her, or enough money in the world for anyone else to belittle her. So with that being said, yes, Corona was being used for money, for company, because we all know Miss Allen doesn't like to be alone. And she was used for content. Now, she had the nerve to get up at 6 or so in the morning, put the camera on Corona while she's laying on a cot, sleeping, talk about, I just wanted y'all to hear her in here passing gas. What mentally disturbed person that would even think to do the things that Miss Allen does? Now, people on my page coming over here saying I'm lying about the Cash Apps. But like I told the lady who came over, were you there? Did you see the clothes she claimed she bought? Oh, besides the one outfit and the swimming suit. Just like yesterday when she went to Walmart. She claimed to have spent $400 on Corona. I mean, all we saw was bags. We don't know what were in them. Because any other time that she's out doing things with Corona in the past, shopping or anything else, we have seen her actually in the store picking out her clothes and all that. But she didn't show either one of these so-called shopping trips. Now, let me go back to a couple days ago when she was sitting at the grandma's house with Corona. And Corona was showing her her Cash App. Corona had gotten a little bit under $400 again on her Cash App. On top of, mind you, the $600 that she had gotten when she first put up the Cash App. So Latrese goes on to say, okay, y'all, okay, that's enough and that's enough. Please don't send any more, to her Cash App. If you want to continue to bless her, please send it to mine because I'm going to have hers cut off. Now, we all know that they just passed a new thing where anything over $600 sent to Cash App gets reported for tax purposes. So, if she got 6 the first time and 4 the second time, that's $1,000. So she was already over the $600 limit. So yes, the card will be reported, I'm sure, and her mother will get whiff of it. Now she thinks by saying, oh, send it to my Cash App, I'm cutting off Coronas, that it's going to stop. It's already past the limit. Now, the other money that they started sending to Latrice's Cash App for Corona, where's that money? Because if you claim you only spent $400 at Walmart, there's some other money floating around out there. And did y'all notice when she made it her point to say, I'm paying for my shoes, I'm not using Corona's money, that when she swiped that card, it got declined? In there going off on the lady, the cashier, saying, it's something wrong with your machine. It's something wrong with your machine. It's saying something wrong with my card. No, it's something wrong with your machine. Well, let me try my MasterCard. So when she swipes her MasterCard, it works. But how was the machine broke if you could swipe your other card? Hmm. Trust me, she knows she's messed up and don't know what is going to happen with Karanda's mom and her brother when they get whiff of everything. Ooh, I don't think it's going to be pretty because that's fraud and a lot of other things. Now, when Karanda first got over to the hotel with Treese's cousin Wendy brought her over. Treese was sitting on the bed with a steak, mashed potatoes, asking Karanda, did she want some? Now, mind you, let's reverse back. Karanda has $600 on her Cash App. Why was she given scraps like a dog when she could have gotten her own steak? And then your cousin has the audacity to jump up and attack the plate of steak like an animal, leaving Karanda to have the scraps of what y'all played over. And then y'all sat back and laughed about it. How dare y'all? Now, this is the part that is really, really, really disturbing to me. We're going to talk about the swimsuit. Now, she claimed she wasn't going to show it because y'all weren't going to, talk about her friend and make fun of her friend. But honey, she thought about the views and that money she could get from the video, and she showed her. She exploited her, and I was absolutely sick. And y'all fools think that that's okay. She put that camera on Karanda coming out of that pool and left it on her for about a good 20 minutes. She didn't give her a towel. She didn't give her a robe. But instead, she let her walk down the hallway, wet, exposing her and belittling her the way she did. It was a group of Caucasian people standing at the end of the hallway. Those people stared at Karanda like she was a sideshow at a circus or an exhibit at the zoo. No, not like a piece of art in a museum. Are you serious? You didn't buck at them people for staring and talking and whispering about Karanda? So what I say about that is you condone that shit. And you're sick. You are a very, very disturbed woman. And you need to go get some help, like your mom said when she was at your grandmother's house the other day. She said all of y'all are sick and need some medication. Then she tried to get up on here with her reverse psychology for her clowns. Now that someone has got in touch with Karanda's mom, you want to play tit for tat, talking about calling protective services on Karanda's mom because you mad that you were exposed for exploiting Karanda? But yet you claim you have Karanda's best interest at heart. How can you? When you're saying you're going to take her away from her mother and her brother so she can go to an adult home where you know half of these homes, nursing homes, adult homes and all, these people are treated really bad. You can't get mad at her mother. Her mother has told you time and time again to stay away from her. You want to talk about what you bought, alcohol and purses and all the things from that lady? But in a video I recall, every time you used to call over there trying to get a hold of Karanda and her mom would answer that phone, she would ask you where the things were. So whether you sent them or not, it still doesn't justify how you exploited and belittled that woman all week for your content, for your views, for your money. When karma comes and totally bites you in your ass, you're going to be sorry. It's just some things you just don't do. Now, my next thing, the children. I guess the kids aren't in danger anymore, you guys, because she claims they're coming home to the exact same home that you were so scared to have them in because everybody knew this address. Well, guess what? The address didn't change. So are you no longer scared to have them there? Or are you bringing them back for your own personal gain? You was up on video the other morning with Rennie sitting on the cot that Karonda had, eating her breakfast, knowing that she didn't have on clothes. Not once did you say, Rennie, get up and go put on a shirt. Or turn the camera off for her. Like you go to hollering every time you enter someone's home. Turn off the camera. Turn off the TV. Turn off the radio. Turn off this. Turn off that. But it was okay not to turn off the camera or turn the camera away from your child sitting there naked. And then you try to defend that shit by saying, oh, she doesn't have anything. She's just as flat-chested as the boys. It doesn't matter. She's still a girl. She's sitting there naked in front of her brothers as well. But you don't find no wrong in that because that's what you do. Parade around naked in front of your children. Like that shit is okay. And you wonder why. Things are going on. Things are happening. Now, I don't know if anyone else witnessed or heard what I heard. Latrese was ordering DoorDash for them the other night. Karonda was there. And Caden was standing over top of Latrese, looking at the menu. And Caden goes on to say, Mommy, why is your card in my name? Oh, but we ain't gonna talk about that, huh? Why would your card, clearly the only card would be the one that's attached to the DoorDash app to be able to pay for things. Why would it be in his name? Let's move on to other little miscellaneous things that went on as well. Now, the scene where they were all in the restaurant inside the hotel getting drunk. And Latrese was sitting there with Jackie. Jackie is the grandmother of your children, the mother of your deceased children's father. And you have the audacity to sit there and talk about the size of his private parts and how the sex was with him to his mother. Now, I don't know if Jackie didn't want to embarrass you because she was throwing little shots at you as well, little jabs. But they wasn't hitting hard enough because you continued on. You used her for content and belittled her too while she was inebriated. Then the bill collectors calling you. You lying, telling them you paid the bill. They're saying, no, you didn't. You said, well, I'm at work right now. Can you call me back in 30 minutes? Girl, you put that bill collector on block so fast. You ain't fooling nobody. Well, especially not me. Now, Let's talk about her fans being enablers. That fan of hers, don't know the lady's name. Latrese was on live saying how bad she wanted some crabs. But she was too lazy to drive across the bridge an hour to go pick them up. One of her fans took it upon themselves. Oh, Trees, I'll do it. I don't have a problem. Lady, you drove 2 hours to bring her crabs because she was too lazy to go? I guess just to be able to say you've seen her in real life and been around her as if she's a celebrity. Well, guess what? This is why she thinks she's a celebrity. Because of the stuff that y'all do. Clowns, I tell you, clowns. On to the 3 more enemies she done made in 5 days. We got Karanda's mother, Karanda's god sister, and of all people, her uncle Wendell, which was the one that was with her last time she was down at the pool. What would you make an enemy with your uncle for? And she was on there saying that he said he would come and shoot her, and she was at her Uncle Benny's house, and she was paranoid in that car, and she had the gun on her lap, and she was looking around and kept moving and twitching and head just moving back and forth, thinking the uncle was coming after her. Talking about, he said that she was talking about him, and she was. Again, another person she used for content. And if that ain't enough for y'all, how about she asked God to give her a special needs child so she can exploit her own child for content, and y'all won't be able to say anything about her using people? Anyone of you all who agree with her are some sick, mentally disturbed people. If this was your family member who was handicapped, you're going to tell me that you allow her to come and pick up your child or your family member, take them out on the street with her, camera on them, whole time? No, you wouldn't. No, you would not. And if you would, again, you are mentally disturbed individual. Now, guys, I can't do anymore on this subject today. So that's it for now. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share, because I cannot wait until I get enough subscribers so I can go live, because I want these same people that come over here on my page and comment to keep that same energy and come on a live with me and let's talk about it. Until next time, people, have a great day.